Well, it's an emotional night here at the Oregon Music Hall of Fame. Tonight is concert night, induction night, and tonight we're inducting the fabulous Tim Ellis into the Oregon Music Hall of Fame. And here with us is Susan Ellis, Tim's wife, and his daughter, Tiffany. So welcome to you both, and thank you for sharing this event with us tonight.
Thanks, Dan.
Let's start off by talking, Tiffany, about your life growing up with Tim. What are some memories that you have growing up and watching him do his musical thing, and what thoughts went through your head?
Yeah. Growing up with Tim Ellis as a father felt completely normal because I knew no other reality. My first memories were growing up in the band house. We moved up to Portland in 1984, and we moved to Portland with my dad's band. So it was the band members and my dad and his wife and his 3 little girls, and they would have rehearsals in the living room, and we would play and be rambunctious little children in the same home. So growing up with Tim Ellis as a dad felt normal. I think it was easy to take that for granted, being surrounded by music and surrounded by talent and surrounded by a father who was busy doing 15,000 things every day. That was, I can't imagine childhood any different.
Sounds like it was fun. Actually.
It was fun. I mean,
fun.
My dad was, he was always busy running in and out of the house. And my mom's going to hate that I say this.
Uh-oh.
So I remember my dad working all day, and then he'd have to rush home. He probably had 15 minutes to come home, change, maybe shower, change, eat dinner, and then head out to a gig. And I have these very vivid memories of my mom making a steak in the broiler.
It is what you were going to... I knew she was going to say that.
Well, this would be a good reason.
But I fed him well. I got really good steaks.
But I just remember these steaks lighting on fire because she was managing a household full of wild children, so she would forget.
I didn't forget. I was just trying to make it... It's just that when it gets too close to the flame, you know, it kind of catches on fire a little bit sometimes.
So Susan, did you know what you were getting into when you married a musician?
Yes, I did, and I was very happy and excited.
Didn't your parents
about it.
warn you, don't marry a musician?
No, they didn't warn me about that, and I'm glad they didn't, because it was a very wonderful and exciting life. You know, we started out together in our early 20s, and we thought it'd be so exciting to have if he could have a career in the music business, and I could have lots of children, and we'd have lots of children together, and I could raise the kids, and he would go to work and play music for a living and come home, and we'd have a great life together. And that's what we accomplished. And a lot of that had to do with moving to Portland, because we were living in Los Angeles with 3 little children, trying to make it in the music business, and he was playing around town and doing some gigs, some recording, but not a lot. It was hard to get into the recording scene in Los Angeles because there were so many good guitar players down there. So his band Buster won a contest in Los Angeles in 1984, and somebody from Portland came down and said, "Hey, we want your band up here. We've got venues up here where you can play original music," and you can't do that in Los Angeles. You can't play original music.
Well, back then it was pay for play.
Right.
Yeah, you'd actually pay.
So we moved up to Portland and pursued the music industry, and Tim accomplished what he wanted to do, and I'm so happy and so proud of him.
He did so much, and we thank you both for sharing him with us. Curious, Tiffany, I know you're a filmmaker, but do you have any musical chops? Do you play anything or sing, or?
She plays beautiful piano.
Yeah?
I did when I was 14. I don't know if I do anymore. No, I never picked up the guitar, and I don't know why. My brother is an incredible guitarist, and my dad taught him. And my youngest sister, Jennifer, learned a little bit of the guitar, but the rest of us never picked it up. I'm not sure why. We took after our mom. Most of us danced when we were young. And I learned to play the piano, and I sing some mean karaoke. But
what's your go-to song?
Oh, I don't know if I want this one.
Come on.
2 songs. The first one is Strokin' by Clarence Carter. And I always like to close out the evening with a rendition of Turn Back Time by Cher in a Cher voice. But not the Cher leotard, but in the Cher voice.
It's a crowd pleaser.
It is a crowd pleaser.
You got to leave them
yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
Got to leave them talking. Absolutely. So, a lot's been said about Tim's musicianship, but he was also a savvy businessman. Kung Fu Bakery, such a successful business.
He was a business owner and also a property owner. So the property is still owned and managed by the family and the business partners. And we do have the day theater and building, which was my father's pet project before he passed away. And my mom has taken the reins and
See if we can fulfill that dream. Portland Radio Project just moved in recently, which is very exciting. It's fun to have the radio station broadcasting there every day. And we've also got dancers there and a lot of other fun, exciting things going on.
we're hoping to open the theater.
And then eventually we'll open the theater, hoping it to be a live venue where young bands can play and another music venue for the city of Portland.
Can we talk at all about the documentary that you're working on?
Absolutely.
Is that a secret or anything? Or?
Oh, no, it's loud and proud.
Well,
Yes.
tell us about it.
So, I'm making a feature, I'm producing and directing a documentary feature about my father entitled This Is Tim, A Musical Life. And we're currently in our pre-production, actually, no, we're in production. So we are currently in our production stages. And the goal is to complete the film by December of 2017, which actually is a very quick timeline for a documentary. But now is a really great time. We're honoring my dad tonight at the Oregon Music Hall of Fame, and people still really feel connected to his story. And personally, I was very moved by the events of the last few months of 2016, I guess. I didn't always realize how deep and broad my father's roots were in this community. And when he got sick and when we had this birthday concert for him and then throughout his time at home before he passed away, it was a very moving time. And this film is to celebrate my dad, but it's also going to celebrate the community. Because he was really, my dad was surrounded by a lot of love in his last few weeks. And so this film is a celebration of that, and a celebration of that community, and of course, a tribute to my father, who impacted me very deeply, and I think impacted a lot of people very deeply. So this is Tim.
And again, you said that you hope to have that up by...
December 2017.
We were looking forward to that. Well, it goes without saying, we do love Tim. We love his music. He brought so much to the community, and we thank you for sharing him with us. You know, as you've said, it's a family dynamic, but you were there cooking steaks while he was off playing for us in clubs, and that says an awful lot about you, Susan, and your ability to make a home in a very unstable business. So hats off to you too.
Oh,
Congratulations
thank you.
to you. Well done, job well done. And Tiffany, good luck on the documentary and
Thank you.
continued success with your film work. And I think it's just only fair to say right now it's official that Tim Ellis is in the Oregon Music Hall of Fame, right where he
Finally,
belongs.
yes.
That's right. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.